Here in the city park in Mansfield, Missouri, you'll find a memorial to hometown baseball hero Carl Mays. He was one of the greatest pitchers of the 19 teens and 20s. In fact, his statistics are superior to many other pitchers in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He would probably be in that hall if it were not for one pitch. Carl Mays was born in 1891 and grew up here in Mansfield, Missouri. His father died before he was 10, and young Carl had to help the family survive.
They were desperately poor. Carl, they had a gun, but they didn't have money for ammunition. And so Carl learned to kill squirrels and rabbits by throwing rocks at them.
Such a feat helped Mays become a very accurate thrower. He latched on to the game of baseball, and locals in the Mansfield, Missouri area remember the young man's abilities, chronicled here at the local historical museum.
Carl used to play baseball with them even when he was older, and he would just use one hand to hit with when he played with them, but he would still hit it over the trees in the orchard.
But pitching was Mays' specialty, a talent that took him to the majors. He debuted with the Red Sox in 1915. He and his minor league teammate and longtime friend, Babe Ruth, were called to the majors together. He was known as Carl Sub Mays for his delivery style.
Even his knuckles would rake the ground as he came through with delivery. They said the ball was very hard to see. He looked much like an octopus out there coming toward you.
In 15 years, he compiled over 200 wins and over 800 strikeouts, earning 4 World Series titles in the process. But despite his stellar statistics, it is one pitch to Cleveland Indian Ray Chapman for which Mays will always be remembered.
August 16th, 1920. It was a very hot, muggy day. It's been described a little cloudy, and perhaps Chapman didn't see the ball coming.
Mays was known to pitch inside, but this pitch was too high and tight. Witnesses said Chapman never moved when the pitch was delivered.
Carl was unaware that the ball had hit him in the head. He's quoted as saying that he heard it hit, it came back to him, he fielded the ball and threw it to first before he realized that the batter was down.
Chapman collapsed twice on his way to first base. He was taken to the hospital and an operation was performed that night to repair a skull fracture. He died the next morning.
Carl even went before the district attorney and was completely exonerated of any purposeful act. But the baseball league in itself never really came around to that conclusion.
Ty Cobb campaigned to have Mays banned from baseball, but Mays went on to pitch another 9 years. He was quiet, yet generous to those here in his hometown. Today, Mays is in the State Sports Hall of Fame, and locals continue to share his full story, so his career is not remembered for just one pitch. Carl Mays had an amazing career, playing with the likes of Babe Ruth and amassing statistics worthy of the Hall of Fame. And if the folks in this town have their way, someday he will make that hall in Cooperstown. Traveling the countryside in Mansfield, Missouri, I'm Andrew McCrae.